Hey guys, it's Awesome Guru here, and I'd like to talk about Brack from Space Ghost. Now, I've been putting this together forever, and I've been excited to show you my accumulation of his lore thus far. Before I begin reading the rest of the script, I just realized I forgot to add in this little fun fact. While I was looking at the wiki, which um, I, I I looked this up to confirm later. Breck's birth name is Valdemar H. Guerta, which is kind of funny because nowhere in that name does it say Brack or Brackley, as he's referred to as in the actual shows. But it's like, why? Why is this here? First, we will mention his early years. We know from Cartoon Planet he was a prankster, and since he was a smart villain, we can only assume he was a clever kid/teenager, despite what we see in the Brack show. We don't know his exact age, but since he went to a public school, we can assume he was born in the 1920s or 30s, possibly even the 40s. Seeing as he's an adult in the 60s, I am leaning closer to 30s or 40s because I doubt someone in their late 30s is still trying to be a pirate, but we can narrow it down to the early 40s due to the fact that he ran away in the Brack show, and yes, I will be pulling from the Brack show for certain things, meaning that he must have ran away from home when he was a teenager, forcing his younger brother to go with him. Next, we will talk about his villainy. If I'm right about him being only 20 something years old in the 60s, he would have started villainy around 1958, about 10 years before the brain damage happened. We see in the Brack show that he did run away at some point, meaning he would have started when he was in his early to late teens, if he was born in the 40s. We know he would abuse his crew the entire time he was a pirate, including his brother Sisto. He gave his brother death threats the entire time they were on screen together. But one day, during one of their run ins with the ghost himself, and him and his crew was chased into a piranmite swarm, almost killing Brack and Sisto, but I guess successfully killing the crew? RIP. Next, we shall talk about his brain damage, which is a little chaotic. We know he has brain damage by this point, but we can only theorize where he went. I assume it was either he went to a hospital or immediately sent to one of Space Ghost's jails. It's never mentioned where he went, but the expression that Zorak makes when it's brought up makes me think that he's surprised to hear about it every time. So we might be able to rule out the prison theory, or Zorak wasn't caught for 26 years. In Cartoon Planet, he said the radiation practically lobotomized him, meaning he was in a vegetable state for years. And now, finally, we can talk about the shows themselves. His first appearance on Coast to Coast was like a parody of Beavis while Sisto was Butthead. But we have to assume he regained some mental capacity, but still clearly having issues. I'm going to look at this appearance as someone who doesn't know the reference, someone who doesn't know Beavis and Butthead. I'm going to assume he either gained a vocal stim or PTSD from the crash. He yells fire, fire, as if he's afraid, unlike Beavis, who sounds dementedly happy about it. And Sisto makes Butthead style jokes that Brack doesn't get. Every appearance after that, he's seen with the Council of Doom being quite critical. He mentions in the episode about Space Ghost's birthday that he eats ibuprofen, either meaning he is used to taking it, that he grew an appetite for it. He also eats cotton swabs, which I think is a joke on how cats chew on everything. It's mentioned that he rules the dust mite planet, but I think that's also a cat joke. As a person with two cats, I can confirm that they shed a lot, meaning the dust mites are dust bunnies from his fur. In In Cartoon Planet, he is the director, but he seems to have no control over the show other than the fact that he can't get blasted. Him and Zorak both reveal a lot about their childhood in this show, so I'll leave a link in the description to a playlist of all of Cartoon Planet 1995 and Cartoon Planet 2012. In Cartoon Planet 1995, we find that Zorak may have a crush on Brack somehow. I'm all for it and I ship it, but never thought it would be Zorak. But he's always trying to impress Brack and defend him. He even calls him Brackums.
Revolving restaurants, didn't we, Brack?
We sure did!
I snuck into the nerve center and fiddled with the electronics. Soon the whole restaurant was spinning recklessly out of control.
Food was flying around everywhere. It was truly a night to remember.
'Cause we're fun seekers, aren't we, Brackums?
You know it, buddy!
The ships are sailing and they are flourishing. In Cartoon Planet 2012, they literally live together. It's so cute. From 1999 to 2003, they were doing The Brack Show, including Brack Presents The Brack Show. And that's the lore thus far. What do you think? I didn't mention the comics, but most of those are from a separate canon altogether, and I'd rather forget the design they gave him in the Dynamite comics. It bothers me a lot. That's all for this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!